I'm going to come back to the campaign in just a moment. I do want to ask you, though, about this increasingly controversial story involving the shooting of Trayvon Martin. Seems to be, I wouldn't even say dividing America. America seems to be pretty well on the same page here, that what has happened here is an outrage. What is your view?
Well, my view is that the local district attorney is doing exactly the right thing. He's taking it to the grand jury. I'm sure he's going to present the evidence and not just the 911 call, but the previous 911 calls and the fact that the police have been dealing with this guy apparently for a year. You know, I think that I have faith that the American system of justice will in fact work, and that this is why you have a balance between the police and the district attorney. The district attorney has the ability to step in and say, wait a second, let's look at this again. They're clearly doing that. The police chief himself has been suspended, and I think that Americans can recognize that while this is a tragedy, and it is a tragedy, that we're going to relentlessly seek justice, and I think that's the right thing to do.
But isn't this stand your ground law a load of old nonsense, dangerous nonsense that's now being abused left, right and centre by people who just want to shoot people?
I think, Pierce, you just took an enormous jump. That's like cities that have rules that even if somebody breaks into your house, you can't defend yourself. Both extremes taken in the wrong direction are false. Clearly, you should have a right to defend yourself in your own home, and clearly somebody it should not be translating standing their own ground into pushing somebody else. And that's what's going to come down to the question here. The young man apparently was not following the person who's being investigated. Apparently, the shooter was following the young man. Now, that's not a stand your own ground. That's a chase the other person into their ground. And I think you're going to find that the law, as interpreted normally, doesn't apply to this case. But again, you and I are talking without having heard the grand jury evidence, without having listened to the various experts, without having reviewed the material. That's why I prefer let's let the district attorney move forward. Let the grand jury reach a decision. If they decide to indict him, it'll go to trial. And I think we will all see that the system of justice will work.